The universe has always been a place of wonder, mystery, and unanswered questions. Since the dawn of civilization, humans have gazed at the night sky and wondered if someone, somewhere, might be looking back. And now, for the very first time in history, we may have an answer. And it's coming from a tiny rocky world orbiting the closest star to us, Proxima Centauri. The James Webb Space Telescope, the most advanced observatory ever launched, has just made a discovery that could change how we see ourselves in the universe. What it found wasn't a distant supernova, a black hole, or a new galaxy. It was something much closer and far more shocking. As the telescope stared at Proxima Centauri b, a planet just 4.25 light-years away, it detected something strange. Faint, flickering lights coming from the planet's night side. Lights that looked eerily similar to the way cities on Earth glow in the darkness. A telescope that changed everything. Launched on December 25, 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope, or JWST, is humanity's most ambitious attempt to peer deeper into the cosmos than ever before. Positioned at a special point in space known as Lagrange Point 2, about 1 million miles away from Earth, Webb orbits the Sun alongside us, shielded from heat and light by its massive golden sun shield. Unlike the Hubble Space Telescope, which mainly observes visible and ultraviolet light, JWST specializes in the infrared spectrum. This is what makes it perfect for spotting the faint heat signatures of distant planets, even if they are bathed in starlight. And it was this very capability that allowed scientists to turn their attention to Proxima Centauri b, the closest exoplanet to Earth and one of the most promising candidates for alien life. Proxima Centauri b is a rocky exoplanet orbiting the red dwarf star Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to our Sun at just 4.25 light-years away. Astronomers discovered it in 2016, and ever since then, it has been one of the most exciting targets for researchers. Why? Because it lies in the habitable zone, the narrow band around a star where conditions could allow liquid water to exist. Too close to a star, and water would boil away. Too far, and it would freeze into ice. But Proxima b is not a perfect twin of Earth. Its star, Proxima Centauri, is much smaller, cooler, and dimmer than our Sun. To stay warm, the planet must orbit extremely close, just 0.05 astronomical units away, about 20 times closer than Earth is to the Sun. This close orbit means the planet is likely tidally locked, with one side always facing the star in eternal daylight and the other side in permanent night. This creates an extreme world. A scorching hot day side, a freezing cold night side, and a narrow terminator line, a twilight zone, where temperatures might be just right for liquid water. It's exactly on this dark side where the James Webb Telescope detected something strange, faint, flickering patterns of light. What did James Webb actually see? When JWST focused on Proxima b, it used its near-infrared spectrograph, NIRSPEC, and mid-infrared instrument, MIRI, to analyze the thermal glow of the planet as it passed behind its star, a technique known as secondary eclipse spectroscopy. But the data didn't just show the expected infrared heat from rocks or atmosphere. Instead, astronomers found a narrow-band light signature that didn't match any known natural process. Unlike starlight reflected off a planet's surface, which is spread across many wavelengths, this was incredibly precise and concentrated, as if coming from artificial sources. On Earth, the only thing that produces light in such a way are our own cities at night. Are these lights evidence of alien cities? This is where things get really exciting and controversial. Scientists have long theorized that one way to detect alien civilizations would be to search for artificial illumination, essentially city lights on distant planets. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb suggested this idea years ago, noting that even if aliens didn't try to communicate, their technology could give them away. If Proxima b is home to an intelligent species, they may have built cities or massive energy collectors on the night side, possibly to escape the harsh radiation from the star-facing side. Could these be solar farms or other energy-harvesting megastructures, or something entirely beyond our imagination? Of course, science demands caution. Before shouting aliens, researchers must rule out every natural explanation. Perhaps the lights are caused by volcanic activity, auroras, or strange atmospheric reflections. JWST's instruments are sensitive enough to detect chemical compositions in the atmosphere, so scientists are now looking for signs of methane, oxygen, and ozone, the so-called biosignature gases. If these gases are present in the right ratios, they could suggest biological activity. But if they also find unusual industrial compounds, like chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, or other synthetic chemicals, that would be nearly impossible to explain without technology. NASA and ESA are already planning follow-up observations using JWST and future telescopes, like the Extremely Large Telescope ELT in Chile and the upcoming Habitable Worlds Observatory. These instruments could directly image Proxima b, separating the planet's light from its star, and reveal whether those glimmers are truly artificial. So what does all this mean for us? Could we be on the verge of confirming that we are not alone? If the lights on Proxima b are real and artificial, it would mean we are witnessing the first evidence of another technological civilization in our galactic neighborhood. Imagine the implications. Could they see us too? Would they try to contact us? Are they peaceful explorers or something more dangerous? This discovery is pushing humanity into a new era, one where we must consider not just whether life exists, but whether we're ready to meet it. Among the thousands of exoplanets discovered so far, Proxima b stands out for one simple reason. It's close enough that we can actually study it in detail. Most exoplanets are hundreds or even thousands of light-years away. Proxima b is just next door, cosmically speaking. At 4.25 light-years, it is the nearest potentially habitable planet to Earth. This means that if there is life, even intelligent life, we might be able to detect it within our lifetime. And if we ever wanted to visit another star system, Proxima Centauri would likely be our first destination. Interstellar travel. Our future mission. Scientists and engineers are already planning ways to explore Proxima b up close. Projects like Breakthrough Starshot propose sending tiny, lightweight spacecraft, each the size of a microchip, propelled by powerful Earth-based lasers to near-light speed. At 20% the speed of light, these probes could reach Proxima b in just 20 years, delivering the first close-up images of an alien world. If JWST's findings are confirmed, such a mission could become a top priority for humanity, our first attempt to send a probe to another star. What if they are more advanced? But here's the thought-provoking part. What if we're not the ones doing the exploring first? If Proxima b's inhabitants are more technologically advanced, they could have already detected Earth. Our planet has been leaking radio waves for over 100 years, announcing our presence to the galaxy. Would they choose to remain silent, watching us from afar? Or might they eventually make contact? And most importantly, are we ready as a species for that moment? The Great Silence, the Fermi Paradox. This discovery also ties into one of the biggest questions in science, the Fermi Paradox. Physicist Enrico Fermi once asked, "If intelligent life is common in the universe, where is everybody?" We've been listening for decades with programs like SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, yet we've heard nothing conclusive. Perhaps we've been looking in the wrong way. Perhaps instead of listening for messages, we should be looking for techno-signatures, like the lights seen on Proxima b. Upcoming observations. The excitement doesn't end here. Astronomers are already planning more observations with JWST to reconfirm the strange light patterns, monitor them over time to see if they change, search for biosignature gases like methane, oxygen, and water vapor, look for industrial pollutants that might hint at technology. Future telescopes like LUVOIR or the Habitable Worlds Observatory could even image Proxima B's surface directly, revealing continents, oceans, and perhaps even signs of civilization. So, are we standing at the dawn of the greatest discovery in human history? Are those faint glimmers on Proxima B the first whisper of another intelligent species reaching out across the stars? Or are they just nature's way of tricking us into seeing patterns where none exist? Either way, the universe just became a lot more mysterious and a lot more exciting. Tell us in the comments, if we confirm intelligent life on Proxima B, what should humanity do? Should we try to send a message? Or would it be safer to stay silent and watch from afar? And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most fascinating discoveries of our time, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big space revelation.